My dear Virgos, welcome to your bonus reading. Please take what resonates. Okay, I want to say a huge thank you for watching my videos the way you do. That's why you're number 2 on the list. All right. Um. All right. Your channel messages. First things first is that somebody is heartbroken. Now I quote: "Their heart is breaking for you." Okay. I don't know if you feel this way, but somebody feels this way about somebody. Okay, their heart is breaking for you, or vice versa. And message number 2, they should have never let it happen. Okay, I feel like that's one message. And yes, for some reason, I'm gonna just say this. Hey, a lot of people want to distract you, or you're getting very distracting right now for somebody. Either you are distracting somebody or somebody is distracting you, and they're doing it intentionally, Virgos. Okay. Message number 3, we got cluster B personality, the name Jeremiah and the name Jeremy and Jerry. Okay, Jeremiah, Jeremy, and Jerry. That could be the person that's trying to cause a lot of distractions intentionally because of their cluster B personality. Okay, I don't know, or you could be watching Jerry, Jeremiah, Jermaine, and somebody you're dealing with has cluster B personality disorder and they want to distract you. They're doing so intentionally. Okay, let's dive in. Let's dive in and see what's up with the cards. I'm gonna do obviously general aside from the specifics. We're gonna start first with somebody's heart is breaking. You're done. Okay. I feel like it's somebody in relation to you, Virgos. So let's see. Okay. So we got this one here. It wasn't vertical, so this could be family related. Their family, no, family related. Either you guys were family or you saw each other as family. Or you guys have a family, as in children and so forth. Okay. We got Feng Shui in vertical. The person that their heart is breaking in relation to you, Virgos. Now they feel disorientated. They're not at peace. Okay. Their home could be a wreck. Okay. Feng Shui in vertical. Sorry. Feng Shui in vertical is basically, let me just put it this way. When it's upright, peaceful, harmony, things are flowing in, you're happy, the energy in your house is happy, you're happy being home, things are just clean, peaceful, and flowing. Okay, when it's in reverse, it's chaos, it's depression, is what's the name, like hoarders. Think of it, hoarding things, hoarding energy, being a hoarder, sitting in stagnation. Okay, that's Feng Shui in reverse, how I take it. Okay, so right, somebody is going through it. It's Feng Shui in reverse. Okay, I feel like you were their peace. Now their heart is breaking because you are also their family, because they let something happen they shouldn't have let happen. Okay, you're them, but again, I feel like it's them collective. But I say this to say, when I get specific insights like this, it can go both ways. That's why I say you're them. Okay. We got spiritually awakened. Okay. And we got family. It came out like this. So for a lot of you guys, heavy on a family member that is having their heart broken because of the dynamic between you and them. They're devastated. They're in depression. They're in chaos in their mind, at home. They could not be taking care of themselves. Like I said, hoarding could be a thing. Not taking care of themselves and the home in itself. Okay, could be relevant. I don't know what happened. This is definitely family related, collective, or somebody that you see as family, or somebody that you have family with. Like they did something so devastated, that now their entire life is like in chaos, or this is how they view it. Okay, so basically what happened, we got healing here. What's supposed to happen was healing, and it never did. Or they did something where it's like you now need to heal from them. For a lot of you guys, this could stem from childhood. Maybe they caused some sort of inner childhood wounds. If you know anything about inner childhood wounds, Google it. You will know what this is in a minute, okay? In a few seconds, okay? They could have caused you some sort of trauma, wounding, things of that nature. And I don't know, maybe you put your boundaries up, Virgos, and they're like, shit, I should have apologized. I should have talked to Virgo during this time, during this season, and then let it time pass, or they didn't do anything at all, and now they're realizing it's too late. Virgo has firmly cut the cord, firmly put away their energy, themselves, from the person that hurt you, or that family member, even multiple people as well. And now that person is like going through it in chaos, now taking care of themselves. Their home is in their mind. How would I say this though? Like, you might even view it as depression. People might even view it as depression, but it's not giving depressed energy, because it's, in a way, it's giving, how do I say this? Obviously, depression, there's different levels to, depression, but because I got the Feng Shui card, because I do have other cards that signifies depression, so they're not there yet, or they're not in that space of being in depression. They're just not, like, how do I say it? They feel hopeless, okay? Things not working out with you guys. They just feel hopeless, and now you're just kind of like, everything is meaningful, or meaningless, sorry. And obviously that could have stems from depression, but hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. This person hurt you. They should have fixed it. They didn't. Or they should have said something at some point. They didn't. Or it was too late and you pulled your energy back. That's what this is. Okay? Should that be the title? Let's see. So this is somebody that hurt you, and this is family related, okay? And that's just based on the cards that we got now. There we go. Message. My personal advice is, I guess I have to deal with the consequences. Is this karma for them? In a way. And karma in the sense of like, sometimes you have to listen. Sometimes you have to take heed. And sometimes you have to really pay attention to the signs, and that person or these people failed to do so. And they just have to deal with the consequences, I guess enough is enough for you, Virgo, and they just have to deal with it, So I guess the cards are coming out funny, but let me just do this. You know what it is. You see clearly now. You get it, okay? And they get it too. It was just too late for you to accept, okay? I'm channeling 23, could also be relevant. Age or timeline. So, the next message here is cluster B personality in relation to anyone, but I did get the names Jeremiah, Jerry, and Jeremy. Let's start with, okay, so we got this one here, vertical. Somebody has cluster B personality. What do you think that you have? What do you think that they have? Okay. For some of you guys, it is manipulation of energy. It's this. Let me show you guys. So even if somebody does have some sort of mental condition, a lot of it can be manipulated through magic, okay? So in a sense of like, if you're already sick and somebody knows how to do spell work, it can make you be worser, okay, than usual, okay? And then it could be people that knows how to do magic to make you feel like you're fucking insane, that you have a condition. Example, a cluster B personality, okay? But you make it make sense. If you know you have cluster B personality on paper, that's what it is. And for the rest of you guys, it's probably some magic involved, okay? I can't find the card now, so we're gonna just skip it. It's kind of just expanding and explaining what I just said. But I just wanted to show a card on that, but I can't find it in here right now, so we're gonna just leave it, okay? Cluster B personality. Why is it relevant for whoever's watching this reading? So we got this one here. So for a lot of you guys, that condition is the reason why somebody's state of mind, how they see themselves, is the way it is. Something they cannot control. For others, it's manipulation of energy, aka spell work magic, okay? If that's the case, like I said, if nothing is on paper and you know something is off and somebody's acting like, quote unquote, I feel like they are going in that direction, or they're seeming to be in that state, you have to fast, you have to pray, okay? And I'm not talking about 3-day fasting, you know, eating healthy or just eating like this is like severe type of magic, whereas like you really need to put your faith in this, okay? If you're somebody that believes in a higher power, the Most High, I feel like you know what to do. For the rest of you guys, like, it takes more than just saging and meditating. Like, this is the type of energy you need to, like, for real fast, okay? This is not a joke, okay? Because spell work of this nature is unfortunate. It happens, okay? Now, we got this one here in Vertigo. For some of you guys, it's your own family that's doing this, or it's their own family that's doing this to you or to their own family members, okay? And you have to do more than just fasting, okay? I'm talking fasting, praying, and when I say fasting on here, you, like, there are different levels to this, okay? But do dry fast, okay? If you're being attacked by your family member or somebody that's just the same blood as you, you need a little bit more, like, how do I say this? For the average person, you probably could meditate. For somebody that you have shared a connection with, and swapped fluids, okay? Probably you just need to, depending who the person is, you might just need to stay high vibrational, right? Be in nature. Perhaps fast for like 2 hours. And then there's the stage of people that share your blood. Okay, this is the type of thing where you need to be fasting for 3 days a week. Some people, for some things, maybe 3 days, maybe 5 hours, depending who you are and who is attacking you. For others, it is 3 days, no food, no water. 1 week, just fruit. Next week, same thing, no food, no water. Like, it depends on the attack, okay? I know it's a lot, but I feel like the people that are on this journey that are like in tune, you know what I'm talking about, because I know it sounds very gibberish right now. I know collective, I know Virgos, sorry. But for those that knows what's happening, you get it, okay? So, let's do one card for Jeremiah. So we got this one here, 35. They could be at home trying to figure out what the fuck is happening. Or they could be a part of this. Either they're doing this to Jeremiah or Jeremiah is a part of this, okay? But this is like from home, okay? So big pride. So either Jeremiah right now is very much in their ego, or they feel like an imposter almost tuning into, because they don't know how to operate or even perceive what's happening. We got this one in reverse. There's a lot of bad luck happening right now. So aside from the mental condition, let's say it's Jeremiah that's being attacked, right? They're perceiving themselves as this image, okay? Like literally, like they are an imposter, that they're fake. Because I'm gonna link it to the message in itself, you get me, okay? But if you look at the image, it's kind of like they feel dead inside, you get me? And then we got this one in reverse, so they also feel that, adding on to them just feeling like they're being haunted by bad luck, okay? Nothing is going right, everything is going wrong, like the littlest things. And I feel like it's like amping up and increasing, and I feel like Jeremiah might snap, okay? And this could be why people or even themselves would be like, I have a condition. If it's not magic, if it's on paper, like I said, you know what to do, okay? But if it's on no paper, you also know what to do, okay? The next name, Jerry. Okay, so we got this card here, this card again. In the same breath, there's somebody that is actively doing something they could be doing. If you see the image here, in this context for this message, spell work heavy. They could be using something ancient, something written down. They could be using automatic writing it down, conjuring up something to make sure that Jerry stay in this state of disillusionment, this confusion about themselves, okay? Same thing, feeling like they're dead, imposter, not themselves, feeling haunted, okay? Or Jerry's doing this, okay? Now, I will say, just on a regular, based on my readings, I have mentioned Jerry, the name, multiple times throughout my readings. I think specifically in my random readings, okay, it has the same cover. If you know, you know, okay? I think the next name was Jermaine or Jeremiah. Well, the last name, okay? So in terms of the last name, their self-esteem is being affected, okay? It's going to be somebody that was they thought good about themselves, and all of a sudden they don't anymore, or they do, but how do I say it? It's flipping, reverse, in the sense of like, now they look at themselves in such a high esteem. It is dissolution, and also very like, you know, the what's the name, Gaston in The Beauty and the Beast, like that. It went from, they deceive themselves well, or pre-deceive themselves well, but now because of the magic or the condition, the mental health, right? They're seeing themselves in such a state where it's like Gaston, okay? But let's Google. I will say this, so I'm happy that we be able to break it down before this started. Just Google cluster B personality disorder. Okay. I'm just taking like the first thing on the list here. So that's linked to antisocial personality disorder, borderline personality, BPD, and APD. Okay, so antisocial personality disorder, borderline, histrionic personality disorder, narcissistic personality disorder. Okay. You know, I just Google it. I Googled it. So if anyone is wondering what it is, you know what that is. Spiritually, you know what to do. Okay, I hope I'm, you know, helping somebody. Okay, because I don't know how to break it down. But I will say, anyone that has a mental condition on paper, if you're being affected by spell work, it is, how I say this, is worse than an episode. It's kind of like being on medicine and you forgot to take your medicine. Okay, that's what a spiritual attack means. If you have a mental condition, and because I'm not talking about an episode, okay? Because what's on paper is on paper. You can only do so much, right? But when you get an episode, it's like you have medication, but you don't take them. All of a sudden, the side effects are like bubbling up, okay? Hopefully I can, I'm breaking it down as accurate as I can for you guys, okay? But now we're gonna do other channel messages. For some of you guys dealing with a Leo, Virgo, so this is just, we are, okay? We're shifting. So we got smoke and mirrors. It wasn't vertical. Something will be revealed in terms of a Leo. Okay, Virgos. This is good news, okay? This is in relation to love. So a Leo, that's your lover, is about to reveal something. Okay, I feel like this is gonna make you happy. Yeah, pretty much. Your Leo could also be an extrovert. Okay, Virgos. Anything else? Yeah, so Leo is about to confess something. It's going to make you happy. They might be a little bit impulsive and hasty. They might be a little bit, you know, you're doing too much Leo, but that's just their personality. So, yeah, a confession from a Leo, about to be happy, and you might do something exciting, okay? So anything else for Virgos? There about to be some blessings coming in. I love that. Anything else? For a lot of you guys, you need to heal something, okay? This is like mindset, habits, something, okay? For instance, well, I'm drinking coffee now, so maybe you need to quit drinking so much coffee, right? And just narrow it down to 1 cup instead of like 2 or 6, you know? There's something that you need to heal. Whether holistically or medically, collective, okay? Or somebody wants to do that with you. Maybe somebody wants to come in and heal something with you, right? But I do feel like that's like a message for you guys, like something that's like low-key taking over your life, where you can like not be productive anymore, or it's becoming like a habit, right? Make sure you balance everything in moderation, Virgos, okay? It could be you know, the coffee thing was just an example, okay? Because I know you guys love your coffee. So let's keep on moving. Anything else? So we got this one here. So you're about to get a no when it comes to something. So we got dreams. So for some of you guys, there's some sort of message here in your dream, or if somebody's asked for doing this, okay? I don't think it's the AP. Something about your dream is a no. I don't know what. Yeah, it's a no. For a lot of you guys, it's in relation to a date. I don't know. Maybe you saw something in terms of your date, okay? And you're like, oh, we're not gonna go on a second date, or you don't want to date them, okay? For some of you guys, you have messages in your dream, or you get messages through your dreams. Like I said, for some of you guys, it's pertaining to a date. You saw something, and from there on, you're gonna be like, no, okay? So that's the message for somebody, okay? Let's continue. For some of you guys, you're about to get a message, or somebody wanted to message you, but then they took it back. What is this in relation to? Something about Saturday, okay? So we got this one here, vertical. So there's somebody wanted to say something. They had like a wish, and it's in relation to Saturday. I don't know if it's this Saturday or was last Saturday or a Saturday, Virgo. They were supposed to say something, but their demons took over, their victim consciousness took over. They crashed out, they chickened out, they got anxiety, they felt bad or something, okay? And that whatever happened on Saturday, okay? So yeah, they were supposed to talk about it, but they couldn't because of how guilty, how bad they felt, okay? I do feel like there was some sort of betrayal, Virgos. Now this person knows that you will leave them, or they have to kind of leave you behind in terms of this new chapter. So we got this one here. There's somebody that doesn't feel the best about themselves, and it has to do with how they see themselves. So there's all like self-esteem issues going on, Virgos. No, the holistic card is relevant in all areas. But I say this to say, it could be you, it could be them, but I feel like it's in collective. Somebody doesn't feel good enough about how they see themselves. And if you see this image of this feminine, she's like, almost bare. And I feel like somebody doesn't like their body. Okay. But they're working on it, okay? It could be their weight, I don't know. I would say this, anyone that doesn't like themselves, or thinks something is wrong with them, it's mental, okay? That's a mental thing. If it's physical, I think you can change it, but if it's not, you kind of just have to accept what it is, okay? But somebody's really struggling with how they see themselves in terms of their body, okay? Or maybe, I almost forgot, maybe it could be who they prefer to be with, because it says sexuality here. So maybe somebody could also have like an identity crisis or preference crisis in terms of they don't know if they like this person or that person. You get me? Okay, somebody's going through a bit, and for the rest of you guys, I feel like it's in relation to how they see themselves, their body, okay? Anything else? There's somebody that still has faith when it comes to you. January 26th is relevant. Let's see, let's pull a card. January 26th. So we got this one here. Somebody didn't listen to their intuition, and they should have, or they should have trusted you, Virgos, when you said something on January 26th. And they didn't. Okay, now they realize that they needed to reflect more, and they have. Also something about the 3rd. I'm channeling an alarm clock. Alarm clock as well. January 26th and the 3rd. January? I don't know. Yeah, something about an alarm. Maybe time has run out. Something is over. It's run out. Somebody's now in fear or anxiety, or they're afraid of getting hurt or hurting you. Or they didn't know about the future, or they have insecurities. This is in relation to the 3rd or 26th. Or the fact that the time has run out. Like I'm hearing like an alarm clock going off. It's too late. Feng Shui, somebody wants peace with you. Somebody wants to kind of like, I'm tuning into like an excursion, outdoors activities, hiking, trekking. Something about leopards, maybe going to the zoo. Outdoor activities. I feel like somebody wants to ground with you, spend more time with you, but outside instead of inside. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this person definitely want to heal. They feel like if you guys heal, you guys can be blessed again. Okay, because they feel like when they're with you, everything always works out. Okay, this is somebody that wants you on their team, Virgos. Okay, anything else for Virgos? Somebody could be from Santa Monica as well. Anything else for Virgos? There's about to be some sort of information coming in. Okay. So for a lot of you guys, it's information pertaining to your ancestors. Okay, like spiritual messages. For others, it's not that. Okay. So I need you guys to tap in. However you connect with your ancestors, you need to listen. Okay. For the rest of you guys, it's just a message from somebody. Okay. So there's that. This one here. There's somebody that's gonna come in to support you, travel to you, or change something between you guys. Okay. I feel like you're gonna be happy about this. Whether it's support, traveling, taking action, this is gonna make you very happy, or change something. Yeah, it's a masculine that wants to do this for you. Okay. For some of you guys, it's love related. For others, it's not. Okay. There's also success coming in, or somebody wants to bring success to your table, Virgos. Okay. Or somebody's recognizing, giving you acknowledgement. Okay. For some of you guys, it's a feminine that's about to give you recognition. Okay. For others, it's a masculine here that's about to give you recognition, commend you for your accolades, your achievements. Okay. Support you. Okay. Anything else? I think that's it though. Somebody here that thought something was serious, they're realizing that it's not serious. They thought or assumed that you were upset. You could have been, but they're realizing that you're not upset anymore. It could have been a person that you were like really going in on in terms of an argument at some point or recently. But if they speak to like a third party or see you again, you would not have the same energy, and they're gonna be like, oh, Virgo is not upset anymore. All right, there we go. I'm getting the energy like Virgo's battery has just run out. So basically, you were just fed up, or yeah, you were fed up and judging this person, and you just snapped, but you're like over it now very quickly. But I do feel like this person still annoys you, but not to the fact that you're about to start up some sort of drama. You just kind of like, you know what? I done yelled at you once. You better keep your distance. You're not upset. You're not mad. You just feel like they don't have the credentials to be in your circle or be near you anymore. Oh my God, you have like a Viper energy to you, Virgo. It's funny. But once you call somebody out, once you have like, how do I say this, end a contract, whether it's friendship, family, lover with somebody, you're over and done. You're not gonna turn back. Because I'm getting into like, you don't get angry a lot or often, but when you do, it's kind of like a shock to many people. and that same person is like, oh my god, I never seen Virgo like this. But when they see you again, if they hear from you or hear from somebody else about you, Virgo, they're gonna realize that, oh, Virgo is, they're not upset anymore, they're calm. Okay, they just don't give a fuck. Okay, just stay away. I'm getting the energy of like, just stay away from Virgo, keep the distance, and we're good. Okay, that's funny. Really getting a Viper energy. All right, so love, Virgos. If you want to work this out with your lover and there's miscommunication, these are your cards. If this will not make sense to you, it is for cross watchers. If you want to fix things with Virgo based on the cards, here we go. Let's see. Please take what resonates, okay? I'm channeling the name Angelica, okay? So if you want to work this with Virgo, or vice versa, there needs to be some give and take. Somebody's giving too much and receiving too little, okay? Whether Virgo's giving you too much and you're receiving too little, or vice versa, you're taking too much from Virgo, etc. You get me, okay? There needs to be a balance. Let's do one card for Angelica. If you're watching for her, if she's watching, let's see here. You need to trust her, or Angelica, you need to trust them, okay? That's your card, okay? So, soulmates, if you're open to Virgos, here we go. Let's see what's up. I'm channeling Saturday night. Somebody didn't come back, and that really fucked things over. Just give me a sec, collective. Okay? But yes, I'm filming from a listen, I don't know why, but we're filming from here and obviously you can't see much. No, you can't. But it's, so we got WIRSUGOPLORSBEASTVWMVGNESKMLKRI. Okay? I'm also channeling Vito. So, in terms of Saturday night, somebody didn't come home. Okay? And that's when shit hit the fan. So, we're gonna just pull a card on that quickly. You still have a lot of passion with this person, even if they didn't come home Saturday night. You're still drawn to them and vice versa. So I don't know. Should they continue to be with this person? Well, does Virgo want to be with them? You're not sure. You think they're on some bullshit. Does the person want to be with Virgo? They do. They do want to be with you, okay? So, listen, whoever didn't come home Saturday night, I'm going to say this, Virgo, they still want to be with you, okay? There's still chemistry between you guys. I don't know. But they did something that was where you felt betrayed, okay? There was some sort of betrayal. But there's still chemistry between you guys, so you do what you need to do. I don't know. That's the message, okay? But so yeah, this is very quickly because the reading is very long. I'm seeing middle, so being outside could be very beneficial for you guys. Something about sprouts could be very good right now to go into diet-wise, maybe. I'm seeing stem, Michaela. Something about it's time to do something. Some of you guys could be Swedish, American, California is relevant. Being from Mediterranean, Balkan. Somebody could be a very good seamstress or sewer. Okay. I'm seeing a love, the Louvre. Somebody could be from France. Okay. Somebody could be Kimberly, rice. Maybe somebody needs to get up their protein. Something about sports is relevant as well. Tenants, the Lord of the Rings. So initial wise, hopefully you got that, but those are the new soulmates collective, okay? In terms of timeline, I'm gonna leave it to divine timing. But if there's any specific dates, let's see. The only one we got is number 2 and 9, okay? In terms of 2 and 9, it could be 29, but it all could be in terms of 2, hours, days, weeks, months, okay? If it's not 29, it's hours, days, weeks, months for 2 and 9, okay? Collective, my dear collective, see this as your preview for whenever it resonates, but I would do this for obviously August month. And see you when I see you. See you in the next reading, and collect your journey life.